This is for Ruzan and her two daughters. She's a single mom. I met her at Herat women prison, and she was convicted for murdering her husband. And it was the only way she found that she could get out of abuse and domestic violence. She was in that marriage for 15 years, and she kept repeating, it's like, in the 15 years of marriage, I barely left the house 15 times. So eventually the abuse was taken on her older daughter, and that's when she lost it. She took a shovel, and so this is, I met her inside the prison. She was very special, very special. So I kept in touch, and then when she was released out of the blue, because of the COVID hit and they needed to kind of downsize, I went back and did a follow-up story about her release, which is when I took this photo. The happy ending to this story is when Herat fell, I brought them to Kabul. When Kabul fell, we got them out of the country. It was a long journey through smuggling them into Pakistan and then flying to Albania. They have been resettled in Canada now. From early on, from the first body of work that I did in Iran, I learned people connect with familiar moments more than they do with a very out of reach moment, being a moment of mother and daughter hugging, or things that it's sensible for us, right? So, and I think that's a approach that I have towards my photography. I do make photos of graphic scenes or heartbreaking scenes, but I'm not sure that necessarily helps us to feel closer to these people, or what they call the others. It alienates them and us, whereas these familiar moments is what really bridge the gap. In a very selfish way, holding a camera allows you to live multiple lives, thousands of lives. I have that camera, it's a tool, it's an excuse for me to immerse myself into a situation and live it with people. And I just love that experience. Since Taliban took over, it's getting more and more difficult to report. We're still, as foreigners, we're privileged to Afghan journalists, but it's getting more difficult, and it's going to get worse. So one message I have for people is why the reporting might be a little bit sparse and less. Please actively look to hear and learn about Afghanistan, because the problem hasn't stopped. It's probably even worse now.